As we start the third, well, it's Kyle Palmieri who ties up the game. 3 consecutive 2-goal games to get his season started.
Yeah, and it was a shift before this. I talked about how he put Coleman up on the Sajak line. They got the puck in the offensive zone, and this led to the next face-off. And Kyle Palmieri, hey, doesn't matter if he's shooting it, he's getting the dirty goals as well. Second, third efforts, like he is hungry right now. And the way they came out, they showed San Jose that this game is not over. And I give a lot of credit, like you alluded, Kanji, of Coach Hines, not afraid to mix up the lines a bit to see if he can get something going.
And that all stems from something they've improved dramatically, albeit 3 games this year's the face-off. Nico Hischier wins it behind him, but he gets help from his winger. They get it to the point over to Green, who's wide open, because we know the Sharks pressure, and attack on the penalty kill, which if you execute, you're going to get a chance. And Green with the high shot, Kyle Palmieri, whether he's got that wicked snapshot or just the dirty work in front. We've seen him score a couple times like that to get things going and get them the momentum going their way, certainly in the third period, and tie the game up.
You remember the last few days of training camp. Austin Rooney, Brett Cini were 2 guys who were making a strong push to be on this team. They each had an excellent preseason. And then on October 2nd, suddenly Ray's checking the waiver wire, and he sees Jean-Sebastien D. Game-winning goal. What are we seeing in the first couple from him?
This is another one of those sneaky acquisitions we see from Ray Shero. And look at the speed. That play starts because JSD is a fast hockey player. He moved that puck up real quick to Taylor Hall on the wing there. Right there, that play, he gets up and then he jumps up and he goes to the net. And then Mueller, what a blast, too hard, you know, and right behind, he picks up the rebound. And D is showing us why they picked him up at the last minute and took him over to Europe.
Like a lot of our fans, I didn't know a whole lot about Jean-Sebastien D. How would we know? But obviously Ray Shero, Coach Hines, with their familiarity with him from the Pittsburgh days, he's come up big the last couple of games, and he's showing he's the type of player the Devils wanted. He fits their style.
Fourth line is a collective +10 in the opening 3 games of the season. D is the one with 2 goals, and you have to like a guy who wore the bow tie to the red carpet event to get his day started. It ends with a game-winning goal. What do you say about Keith Kinkaid, guys? I gave a number just before we signed up on the game broadcast, 37 saves, but 6 of them in the final 2 minutes and 21 seconds. And the last few, Kenny, you and I nearly jumped out of our chair.
Spectacular. Devils take too many men on the ice, some miscommunication late after doing a terrific job killing one off before. So you think, how are they going to survive this with the goaltender pulled? So San Jose has a 6-on-4, and Keith Kinkaid just stood tall. I thought the Devils around him certainly did as good as they possibly could, being down 2. There's going to be open lanes, but Kinkaid made some great saves, and especially late on Evander Kane. There's the shot. He covers up. He's not leaving rebounds. A big save earlier in the game on Logan Couture. And LeBanc, the Staten Island native from this area, who's played real well for the Sharks, had a couple good chances himself, Bryce.
Yes, and what I liked about Keith's game tonight was he didn't get pushed around when he went down. He was strong in the crease. He protected both sides of the post really well, and especially on the rebounds. You saw San Jose get second and third whacks a lot of time, but he was tough. He covered up those rebounds and didn't get pushed into the net, which sometimes can happen.
37 saves on 39 shots today, so now he's a perfect 3-0. Do you see him moving less? That's my observation from up top. Am I alone on this or not?
Yes, he's calm in the net, and the fact that he's not all over the place, right, it just tells me he's feeling more and more comfortable being in that position, being a #1 starter and having all that pressure on him. And he keeps coming out to his crease, right down, and we talked about it. He comes out, he's really confident, he's not sitting back in his net, so because of that, he's able to control some of those rebounds.